Hello my loves, I'm Ellie Frost and I help people rapidly and radically heal and transform during and after narcissistic abuse. And I want to talk today about this topic of why you can't get over the narcissist. Of course, the simple answer is because you're still trauma bonded, right? But beyond that, right, these, just on the heart level, these are people that we loved. We had feelings for, we shared our life with, we shared intimate moments with, right? So it's not unhealthy, even without a trauma bond, to not be able to just quickly get over someone. These are people that have had an important part of our lives. Now, for some people, they can just move on easily, but for most of us, we can't, right? What I also teach people to do, apart from break the trauma bond, is accelerate the grieving process. There are 5 stages of we're believed to be 5 stages of grief. One is denial, right? When we first wake up, the shock of what we're dealing with, we kind of go into denial. We don't want to believe it. Anger's a healthy emotion, right? We realize that we've been cheated in this relationship, that this person was not who we thought they were, that they've actually taken from us like a significant portion of our lives and wasted our time. They tricked us into believing the relationship was something that it wasn't. Another stage is the bargaining stage, which is like when we kind of often we try and fix them or change them, or we want to try and make a deal or pray to God and just say, oh look, just change this person. Then we come into acceptance, and then we come into peace. Now, grief isn't linear, right? So sometimes all these things are going on at once. But if you accelerate this process, which is what I'm really good at doing with people, you can come to peace and acceptance faster. Will you ever truly get over what happened to you? It depends what you mean by getting over it. Yeah? This had a significant impact on your life. I'm healed in terms of I'm not suffering anymore because of the narcissist in my life. But there were times like at holidays and, occasions where, of course, I wish I'd had a different family. Of course, I wish they were more loving. Of course, I understand that there is parts of life as a child and actually as an adult too that I missed out on. Right? I also gave decades of my life to narcissists in romantic relationships, business partnerships, friendships, from my family, right? Some of the, what you could think of, well, I don't believe this, but, you could think of it as the best times of your life were actually I could think of, if I wanted to, wasted on narcissists. Do you just get over that? No, you accept it. You learn how to forgive it, and forgiveness in my mind is just letting go, right? So I've got tools that help you get through this, but just know, it is natural, right, to still feel this way. Lots of